Ooh, I'm still sick. But I did want to look at my Xbox collection, and I'm also going to throw in my 360 collection because it's tiny. We're back with collection videos on the Collecting with Cory channel. Let's go. Alright guys, I apologize once again, still a little bit sick, so if I'm a little nasally, congested, more stumbly, making up words, it's all because of the sickness. It's not my fault. But I apologize for the sickness. My Xbox collection is so small, I don't even really need to take it off the shelf since it's already down here with me. For the most part, for the original Xbox, I've collected it a few times in the past, and I always go for what that is. Only on Xbox, because the PS2 was always, and will always be, my main system of that generation. I actually think it's a little weird whenever I see someone that collects on Xbox primarily, instead of PS2, and looks for PS2 exclusives, because you kind of have to do a lot of extra work, don't you? Like, PS2, it doesn't usually say anywhere that it's only available for PlayStation. Like, every once in a while, like, a PS4 game will say something like that, like, let's see. Yeah, only on PlayStation 4, or no, only on PlayStation. But back then, I don't believe they did that at all for the exclusives, so having that little only on Xbox thing, very helpful. Even the GameCube had something like that. That it was only on the GameCube. So, anyways, rambling over, we have Amped. Like I said, I was originally playing PlayStation 2, so this would have been SSX for me. I don't know how Amped is. Let me know in the comments below which one you like better if you've played both, the original SSX or Amped. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't played almost any of my Xbox games because I very rarely in my life have had an Xbox system hooked up. And the time that I did was when I was recording Let's Play something way back in the day, and a lot of those games I don't have in my collection anymore because at that time I decided to not collect for Xbox anymore. And now I am here back collecting for the system, so a lot of the games I do have an opinion on, I don't have to show you. So Azuric, Rise of Parathia, only on Xbox title. I would make a pretty good bet that this is not a great game. I've never heard anybody talk about it anywhere, so I feel like that's a pretty good sign. That's not great. Backyard Wrestling, don't try this at home. I'm assuming you can get it on other systems also, but I have it on the Xbox. Backyard Wrestling, probably not great. We got Big Mother Truckers, another game. I think I got this as part of a lot. Maybe I got this from Danny. I don't know. He gave me his entire Xbox collection, so a lot of the Xbox games I have are because of him. Just like the Armored Core games. This one I picked up on my own because it looked weird and out of place on the Xbox system. It's got like an anime art style on the cover there. Blackstone, Magic and Steel. I say this all the time, but because it has an isometric point of view and looks like kind of Diablo to me, so it's going to be some kind of Diablo RPG kind of looking thing. 1 to 4 players, so it really kind of supports that. Picked this up for, I think, like $10 at my local game store. Then we have Blinks, the Time Sweeper, very nice condition. Only on Xbox platformer, never played it. The first 4D action game ever, only on Xbox. The fourth dimension is time. Okay. This one I have heard decent things about. I don't know if they've re-released this on other systems or if people have just been playing it on here, but The Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. Heard very good things about this game. I feel like they might have re-released it. Let me know. A game that I heard great things about back in the day, Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge. The best Xbox Live game, IGN E3 2003. So, probably a great game to play multiplayer. And one thing I should say about the Xbox is there's a few games on here that you don't really want to show your mom. And this is the beginning of that. We got the Xbox only Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Very common game on the system. I think I've had like 3 copies over the last 2 years that I just keep coming across. That sounds bad. It's not. Very classic game. Fable. On the Collecting with Cory show, the last one we did, I actually talked to my friend Ted about Animal Crossing on the GameCube. This is going to seem like a really weird tangent. About how Animal Crossing was a game that kind of got all our friends to buy a GameCube. Back when Fable came out for the Xbox, so many of my friends were talking about how awesome Fable was that I kind of wanted to get an Xbox to play it. I believe half of them were playing it on PC, though. Looking back on it, I don't think half of my friends, I don't think had an Xbox. But everybody was talking about this game back then. Next up, probably my most expensive Xbox game, and once again, not one you really want to show your mom. The Guy game. I believe it was pulled off shelves because of underage nudity. Picked it up at the flea market for like $3. Half-Life 2. Never played Half-Life, never had a powerful enough PC back in the day to play it, and never really felt like going into it, you know. The original Halo, Combat Evolved. Very nice, clean copy. I'm surprised I don't have this next one in a steelbook, because you come across it all the time in a steelbook. Halo 2. Although, honestly, the steelbooks I find are always beat to shit, whereas this is actually in pretty good condition, so until I find a steelbook that's actually really nice, let's hold on to that one. Another recent pickup. Like I've been saying for the last 2 videos, I refer to any game with an isometric point of view as a Diablo-like, and this one you can play 1 to 4 players. Hunter: The Reckoning. I have a BioWare title. Got the limited edition of Jade Empire. Complete. Super complete, I guess. Next up we have Justice League Heroes. Another Diablo-like slash Marvel Ultimate Alliance-like. Probably available on another system. Maybe I'll get it on PS2 eventually. Who knows? Kingdom Under Fire, The Crusaders. I think they still come out with these games for like 360. I think there's a 360 version of that. Loons. Fight for Fame. Kind of like Mario Party, I assume, but with Tiny Toons. Next up, we have Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds. Wonder if I'd be any good at this. Oh, it doesn't look like Magic the Gathering at all. Never mind. Never mind. Then we got Midtown Madness. A little inner city racing game. Cities. Paris and Washington, D.C. will never be the same. Then we got NFL Fever 2002 with, in my opinion, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Peyton Manning. At least the very best at being in commercials quarterback of all time. Then we got Nightcaster 2 Equinox. Oddly enough, don't have the first Nightcaster game, which is a lot more common on the system. Then we got Outlaw Golf 2. The Outlaw series, very much around for the Xbox. I believe a few of them were Xbox exclusives. I don't believe I have any others in my collection, though. I think Outlaw Volleyball is an Xbox exclusive. as well as the first Outlaw Golf game. I might just be bullshitting right now, I'm not sure. But I feel like that's what I remember. Then we have Panzer Dragoon Orta. The last Panzer Dragoon game they made. Another game you don't really want to show your mom that you have in your Xbox collection. Playboy the game. Playboy the mansion. I don't know. Kind of weird if you were to harvest this case, because they did it just like the sports games do. You got a little Playboy bunny sticker on there, so you could just have a random game with a, like, why does this have a Playboy bunny sticker on it? What the fuck? I don't know. Project Gotham Racing and Project Gotham Racing 2. Xbox exclusive racers. One of my more recent pickups for the Xbox, Samurai Showdown 5. Despite owning multiple Samurai Showdown games growing up, I don't think I've ever really played the series. Back when I got it on the Sega Genesis, I believe, I got the game and immediately let my friend borrow my Sega Genesis, and when I got my Sega Genesis back, the game was gone. My mom was not happy about that for the longest time. Never actually got to play the game from what I remember. Then we got the combo pack Sega GT 2005 and Jet Set Radio Future. As I mentioned before, we got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. Played this on the PC a little bit. Played it a little bit on the Xbox. Never really got that much further. I think the furthest I ever made it was the Rancor. Star Wars Obi-Wan. One of the only games I've actually put time into on the Xbox. That's Stubbs the Zombie. Got this again after owning it and playing it on Let's Play Something a while back. I decided to pick it up from one of my friends. I think I picked it up from Ronnie twice. No, I picked it up from Ronnie once and Mike once. My friends at the trade events. And wow, this case is actually pretty dirty. Should probably switch the case on that. But Stubbs the Zombie. Very, very fun Xbox game. Oddly enough, doesn't have only that Xbox sticker. I think you could also play it on PC. But I feel like a lot of the only on Xbox games you could also play on PC also. So who knows? I'm not sure why it doesn't have that sticker. And we have Tao Feng. Fist of the Lotus. Fighting game that I've never played. Never played this. Don't know anything about it. My literal most recent Xbox pickup, I think. Worms 4 Mayhem. So you got a little 3D action with the Worms game. It says the best 3D Worms game yet. Official Xbox magazine. And then you got WWF Raw 2 with Goldberg on the cover. Wow. A whole lot of bleh on the cover, actually. Got Big Papa Pump and Triple H. And then you got Xbox Movie Maker, Music Maker, whatever. Wouldn't be able to play this even if I really wanted to. I have no ability to make music whatsoever. And like I said before, we're also going to go through my Xbox 360 collection because it is so small and meager. We have Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition with the slipcover. Infinite Undiscovery, probably, like I said, only on Xbox 360. That's one thing that's going to make me add it to my Xbox 360 collection. Legend of the Nine. Also there. Spectral Force 3. Strategy RPG, kinda bombed from what I remember. Table tennis. I actually saw people doing Let's Plays of this on YouTube, and that's what made me pick it up. It looks like it's a lot of fun with 2 players. Don't know if you could also get it on PS3. It didn't say only on Xbox. They got Tales of Vesperia. I think that's the only Tales game that the Xbox 360 got. And then Zone of the Enders HD Collection. I think I only still have this in my collection because it's one of those games that's just not worth getting rid of. I think it's worth nothing, so. As far as Xbox games I would like in my collection, I have a lot of the Xbox games that I do want for my collection. Like, if I didn't have Stubbs, that would have been a big one. I got Panzer Dragoon Orta. And to be honest, there's not a whole lot for the system I'm looking for. I feel like I say that a lot for these collection videos because most part I'm just doing it off the top of my head. And I don't have anything prepared for you. But to be honest, like, just other only on Xbox titles. But with how much space I have in this room, which you're going to be seeing in the room tour that's coming up, Xbox isn't something that's going to be demanding a lot of space from my room. And I won't let it, to be honest. Like, if it starts getting too big, it's one of the first systems I will trim in my collection, just because I'm so very unlikely to play it. But that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what Xbox games I should be on the lookout for. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, keep it growing, chat. I love you guys.